Hello, I'm Scott Kensick, and I will be talking about Puddnhead Wilson. In Puddnhead Wilson by Twain, there are many social issues that are addressed in the novel that are still relevant in today's world, such as racism in Puddnhead Wilson and the division that still goes on in America. In today's America, there is a significant racial divide between black people and white people. Puddnhead Wilson gives us an insight into how slavery impacted the society of Dawson's Landing. At the beginning of Puddnhead Wilson, Twain describes pseudolocust trees with trunks protected by wooden boxing and having two-story framed dwellings whose whitewashed exteriors were almost concealed from sight by climbing tangles of rose vines, honeysuckles, and morning glories. Twain 1 and 2. Twain uses this description of the town to make it look like it is a quiet town with no morally unethical aspects. Twain, however, does not reveal to the reader that the town has slavery. The slavery is an important component as it indicates to us that there is a certain race divide. Another issue that is still relevant in Puddnhead Wilson that happens in Dawson's Landing is deception. Is a deception that happens in Dawson's Landing. The deception in Mark Twain's novel gives us the message that we need to live lives that are ethical and that tell the truth instead of lying and hiding our feelings. Even today, there are many people who do not live lives that are morally unethical because they are trying to hide their real selves and put on a face that is not really them. This creates problems in the society because this encourages people to lie to others and not show who they really are. They put a mask on themselves and they fake their real image. Such deception makes people believe in things that are completely false, and they do not want to realize that their lives are a complete lie and they're believing in things that aren't really true. When Tom says things such as little deception can do no harm and that everything will come out pleasant, this gives us an insight on what Tom thinks about lying, and that Tom even started to believe in his own lies since he has been so deceiving. This tells us that lying has been normalized by Tom, and that Tom is willing to lie to Roxy, and that Tom is willing to lie to Roxy by telling Roxy that the cotton plantation in Arkansas will even be better than the slavery that is present in Dawson's Landing. In Dawson's Landing, everyone wants to spread different lies about people, and they want to deceive others to get what they want. And David Puddnhead Wilson is even trying to stop this deception by trying to prove people how smart he really is. He is even surprised by saying, "What an idiot I was," and that a man in a girl's clothes never occurred to me. Even the smartest person in the town got deceived by Tom's disguise. Tom was trying to hide his identity so people would think that a girl has robbed the house instead of him. Tom was trying to cover up all of his bad behaviors, similarly how people are trying to cover up their crimes such as murder or robbery. This type of deception still exists in today's modern age. People are not always honest and they try to get away with their bad actions. In today's society, we most often see deception related to social media. As an example, there are many false statements, stories, and news published in the internet that are circulated around the world. In Puddnhead, another theme is ethics and morality. Ethics still plays a huge role in our society because it indicates to people what type of morals they have. Even in the beginning of the novel, the theme of ethics plays with the description of the town being very uniform and peaceful, and that no one would think that there is something unethical or morally wrong going on. The thing that is morally wrong is the fact that there is slavery in the town and that people are being sold to their masters. People are trying to protect themselves and their families from slavery. One of the characters, Roxy, even tries to protect her son or as later in the book is known, Tom, by being sold. She volunteers herself to be sold instead down the river. When Roxy explains why she switched her son's name, she says, Yo Pappy would sell him to somebody. Sorry, time, sell them down the river. To Roxy, the most important value is to protect her child. She did not want her child to be sold to another state or to go somewhere where she didn't know where her kid was. Roxy was doing the right thing by protecting her son from any harm and making sure that he was by her side, and that she knew that at least her son, but also that she would be safe. Later in the book, Roxy makes a remark to her son by comparing his morality to the eruption of Krakatoa. She says that the catastrophe that had befallen changed his moral landscape in the same way. Roxy indicates that the events in her son's Tom's life has changed. Has changed his morals. This is relevant in today's world because many people experience through their life different things that really impact their morals and ethics and really who they are. However, at the end, they still want to be ethical to themselves, and they really still want to be true to themselves and try to have and make a good life. They really still want to be ethical to themselves and do what's right. The issue in our society is in doing what is more morally ethical is still even being debated today. Roxy gives us an example of what other people should do in the modern world. The issue of ethics ties into all the themes mentioned above, such as deception and race. Racism appears to be the main problem of the town because it is seen as a status symbol by the people by the residents in the town. In today's society, racism is still present. Furthermore, the morality and ethics are the important aspects of many people's life. Many people are not living their true lives and don't do what is best for themselves. All these issues are very important in our society, and there are things that people still need to talk about to this day.